Hello all you amazing people. Remember, you're always amazing because you clicked on a small YouTuber's video. Currently I'm at 258 subscribers. It would really mean a lot to me if you subscribed. And yeah, let's get into this Yelan news. So they put out a page that basically gives us all of Yelan's details, and it's quite weird because it's literally only Yelan's details, even though they announced it as a 2.7 page. Like, it's version 2.7, as you can see right here. And it's like, hey, yeah, new characters, but only Yelan's up here. Don't really know why, but we have everything about Yelan's kit, basically. We don't know her constellations, but, those for 90% of people don't really matter. So here's your breakdown of Yelan's kit. So she does 4 normal attacks, which look absolutely amazing, and it doesn't look like it's going to be 4 normal attacks. This last shot, she's firing, what? I think if you slow it down, it's like 4 to 5 arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be a lot of arrows. It kind of looks like there's a second wave that comes in. I can't tell. It is. I'm imagining that's just going to be a lot of hits. She's not really a physical main DPS, as we'll see later on. So yeah. But she does have a charge attack, which is practically just like Ganyu's. Preform a more precise aim shot with increased damage. While aiming, flowing water will accumulate on the arrowhead. A fully charged Oriental arrow will deal Hydra damage. I don't know if I said Oriental right, but whatever. Yeah, you can basically see this breakthrough is what they call it. And right there, yeah, 2,000 damage. These are low numbers. She's not going to be doing 2,000 damage, at least I don't think. Yelan will enter a breakthrough state after spending 5 seconds out of combat, which will cause her next charge shot to have 80% decreased charge time, and once charged, fire a breakthrough barb that will deal AoE Hydra damage based on Yelan's max HP. So I'm assuming what this is basically saying, because it's not anywhere up here, it's saying if you're out for 5 seconds, the breakthrough shot will do a lot of damage. So she can't use this in combat, which I find weird. I don't understand, but you know what? Whatever. It's really weird, but yeah, sure. And then we go to her E skill. Now I want to point out real quick is that when you tap her E skill, it hits multiple enemies and it also gives you energy. So let's say her best set is Emblem, which I believe it to be Emblem, but we don't know yet. I haven't heard from the, a whole bunch of, I haven't heard from the number people like what her best set is, the number gods that calculate everything. I'm assuming 4-piece Emblem is her best set. But we have 4 Hydro Orbs that come into her. It's just basically, if you're running Emblem, that's going to almost fully charge your burst. I'm imagining if she has like an 80 cost burst, maybe she could have a 90, but 90 is a stretch because they don't typically put 90, they put 80 for like really good burst, which is basically, she has basically Xingqiu's burst, but we'll get into that later. Okay, so what her E-skill actually does, fires off a lifeline that allows her to move rapidly, entangling and marking opponents along its path. When the rapid movement ends, the lifeline will explode, dealing Hydra damage to the marked opponents based on Yelan's max HP. Tap, moves a certain distance forward swiftly, basically. This is tap, and this, like, bottom video is hold, right? When you hold this E-skill, it engages in continuous swift movement during which Yelan's resistance to interruption is increased. During this time, Yelan can control this rapid movement and end it by using its skill again. So this is a sort of Tartaglia thing where you tap your E-skill. What? Alright, I'm just gonna, the wording on these are a little bit weird. We'll get to that when I get to the burst. Additionally, each opponent marked by the lifeline, which explodes, grants 34% chance to reset the breakthrough state. I believe, we know breakthrough is here, so we're like, oh, so she's gonna be able to mark it. And they did show 34% chance, 3 enemies, that is over 100% chance. So you can have 3 enemies, and if these are additive, right? If the 34% chance gets added and there's not 3 34% chances, it'll grant you a guaranteed breakthrough state, right? So you'll be able to mark 3 enemies in Spiral Abyss pretty easy, and then you're just going to get out and then do your arrow shot. And I believe, once we get over here, I don't like the wording of this, I might not even read this, but, yeah. We get to her burst. Now, this is weird. This is a very weird state. Deals AoE Hydra damage and creates an exquisite throw which aids her in battle. This exquisite throw follows the character around and will initiate a coordinated attack under the following circumstances. Dealing Hydra damage based on Yelan's max HP. So she's an HP skiller. We could basically tell that through the breakthrough state, but I just wanted to say it here. This can occur once every second your active character uses a normal attack. It will initiate a coordinated attack each time Yelan's lifeline explodes and hits opponents. Now, I'm assuming these are two separate conditions, right? So, I don't understand what this would do. So, basically, if you have this up, you use her E-skill, and then it'll do it automatically once those things explode, because as you can see over here, so basically, when you're done using your E-skill, it explodes and hits the opponents. That is the weirdest, when I read this first, I don't know. This wasn't here. I almost feel like this guaranteed wasn't here, because I would have been like, oh, well, whatever. Because I had to read through this before so I could know what I was going to be talking about here and know whether it was going to be worth making a video. I did not either see this or it wasn't here and they updated it, because it did refresh in the middle of this. But initiate coordinated attack. This is fine. This is going to be a separate condition. I don't think that they're going to just, have it being like, oh yeah, you could fire it off once. And as you can see, like, Yelan's obviously in the video, she's doing normal attacks. But yeah, Yelan's looking pretty good. She's basically looking like 5-star Xingqiu, which, I mean, Xingqiu was already a 5-star, so we don't really, I mean, HP scaling, whenever they give us an HP scaling unit, it's pretty good. Just saying, Yelan might be crazy, and honestly, she could be a sort of DPS depending on how, like, good this is. But obviously you have to do the hold, because you only get the reset when this happens, right? So when you do the hold, I'm assuming maybe they have it like this normally, but maybe you have to hold it. Depending on how bad the cooldown is for that, we could end up seeing, like, not a good main DPS. It seems like this is gonna be a good ability. Like, I don't understand why they would give her this, but then again, they do like to sometimes just throw in some weird thing on a character's kit that you just cannot build around. Otherwise, it's just, your damage just is like exponential decay. Like, it's just absolutely awful. You good, bro? You good? There you go. So yeah, this could be like just a red herring, I guess, into her kit. Yeah, there you go. This could just be a red herring into her kit. 34% chance to reset this. This makes her look like she might just be able to spam this ability, but I don't understand how she would. If she's able to spam this ability and she's able to get 4 energy particles, which it's consistently been like around 4 to 3. Wait, hold on. There's 3, but she got 4 here. Yeah, there's 4. This is only 3. She's hitting the same amount of opponents. Depending on how long the cooldown is for this, she could either be a main DPS or she could be a support. This decides her entire fate right here. Maybe, no, I don't think. There is a chance that this could also get applied to, the regular tap, but I doubt it. This could change Yoimiya, by the way. For any Yoimiya mains that are out there, this might fix Yoimiya's ICD, sort of, if you're using Xingqiu and Yelan, which, I mean, it's a tall task, but it's not that tall of a task, it's there, but yeah. Also, we could see, her end up being very good, because, I mean, you look at this, like, Xingqiu can heal, like, not that much, but he can heal, and he also gains 20% Hydra damage bonus. There are a couple talents like this where it's just like, I mean, that makes Ayaka a way better main DPS. I mean, and then this also makes Ayaka a way better main DPS. Yeah, you're looking at stuff like that, and it's like, yeah. And then we're looking at this, and it's like, whoa, okay. And then you look at this, and it's like, okay. So those 2 talents there can definitely help your character, or at least help Yelan be a lot better. I mean, I think Raiden even. Here it is. Raiden's whole kit, right? Yeah, there you go. Raiden's whole kit right here. Just in this passive talent. We could end up seeing Yelan be like a massive HP scaler. Or, I don't know, she could end up being... it's hard for me to think of kit right now, but she could end up being like a crazy, like, good support. Like, we don't know. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe and let me know what you think of Yelan's kit in the comments. I literally read every single one of my comments. I'm a small YouTuber, as I mentioned. And yeah, thank you guys, and bye.